Happy New Year. Let's see. We got to play with the new situation over here. I feel like I want to tilt it a little. So I'm going to tilt it because there's probably nobody watching. Does it tilt in this direction? Do you tilt in my general direction? No, I only tilt the other way, woman. Oh, no, I do tilt. There we go. Oh, but I don't tilt the way you wanted me to. Oh, well. Just move it further away. No, now I don't like it at all. See, this is what happens. We'll deal with it. I've got this feeling like I look like Logan Paul, and it's really freaking me out right now. And I don't want to look like Logan Paul at all, so there we go. I don't know. Anyway, wait, do I have lipstick on my teeth? So this is a video for me, actually. Here, let me sit up higher. So it's January 2nd, 2019. And 2018 didn't really go at all the way I planned it. But that's not to say that it didn't go really well. Does that make sense? I ended the year not thinking that it had gone well. But in retrospect, 2 days later, I think it did. I failed at pretty much everything I set out to do last year. Pretty much, yeah. Absolutely everything. I either gave up or quit in defeat. That kind of sucked. But for some reason, none of it really bothered me that much. But I think it did because I'm sitting here talking about it. But, whenever we fall down, we learn. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about what I don't want. I learned a lot about what I suck at. And now it's up to me to do something about that. By the way, you don't only need to do this on the new year, I do this constantly. I overthink everything. Overthinking is my vice, actually. It is a vice, overthinking. It really is. Overthinking, overjournaling, overstudying, overreading, overtheorizing. I took so many courses last year. I read so many books. I did meditations and mantras and mudras and yoga, and I did a lot of stuff. I did a lot of really good stuff. But as I said, I failed at pretty much everything that I set out to do last year. And I failed at stuff I didn't even set out to do. I just sort of, failed at some stuff. And that's okay. It's okay. So what did I fail at? Well, last year was going to be the year. You know how you do that? You're like, this is going to be the year. This is going to be my year, right? I refuse to say that this year. I am not saying that in 2019, folks. 2019 is going to be a year. I'm going to try to do stuff. But I'm not going to push myself in the way that and with the intensity that I pushed myself in 2018. Because that doesn't work for me, it seems. What seems to work for me is when I find the flow, the river that God's already got going through my life, and I just get in the boat and, row sometimes to avoid some rocks, and but otherwise just go where he's taking me. And when I do that, amazing things happen. God just I meet strangers along the river who turn out to not be strangers at all, but turn out to be another piece of my soul. And Miss Robin met her on the river almost 15 years ago. Just, I was in the river. I didn't know where I was going, but I was going somewhere, doing something that was fun, that it seemed that I wanted to do. And then Miss Robin and I got in the boat together, and we tried to do a bunch of other things, and we started trying to row in a different direction from the flow, and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. And then Krista was in the boat with us. There were some other people in the boat sometimes. They bailed out. Yeah, they didn't like where we were going. They bailed out. That happens. So I started off the year that 2018 was going to be the year that I finally became a super successful motivational speaker. I was going to launch a series of online courses that were going to be amazingly successful, were going to make me a crap ton of money. And, it was going to be huge. It was going to be huge. So I started out the year taking a course on how to do courses. Then I took some other courses on how to do courses. I took courses on how to do social media for courses. I did outlines for my course. I wrote, rewrote, filmed multiple times, edited, threw it all away, decided to do something else, decided that I was actually supposed to be making videos instructing YouTubers, that I wasn't supposed to be a life coach and a motivational speaker. I'm supposed to be helping YouTubers. So I was going back to that. Then I started writing courses on that and filming things and refilming them and editing them, and reorganizing and studying and all this stuff. And then suddenly it was New Year's Eve. And I had done almost nothing. But along the way, where is the camera? There's the camera. I always feel like I want to be looking at the screen because I feel like that's where but actually I need to be looking at the camera because that's where it is. That's where God is. He's right there in the lens. So as I said, I'm making this video for myself because I haven't posted a video on this channel in like over a year. And so what the heck am I doing? Well, I eventually started to realize that I needed to go with the flow. And I got that message. There are some great things that came out of 2018. For instance, I learned how to quiet my mind enough to hear my angels, my guides, my spirit guides, my ancestors, to hear God. I started, doing some free writing, and it's hard for me to write, so I did some free speaking. I recorded myself talking and connecting. And I really got my connection to God and to my soul and to my spirit back. And through that, and through meeting a wonderful woman named Jennifer Kupcho and going to the Spirit Junkie Masterclass, which was a really interesting retreat weekend that was, again, not at all what I expected, not what I intended. I went there intending to break up with YouTube. And then discovered, much to my dismay, on Sunday, 3 days of retreat, that part of my life path is serving the people who do YouTube and helping to take care of them. And I can't walk away from them, and I don't really want to. So that was interesting. But anyway, Jennifer also gave me some guidance, and so the word flow came up a lot, and going with the flow. And I've got this river metaphor now here that I'm using, and so in 2019, I'm going to trust the river that God has me in here. And I will, I'll row if I think I'm heading for a big, catastrophe, and I'll participate. I'll row. I'm not gonna just sit there and let it happen. But I'm gonna follow the winding river, and along the way, gonna pick people up, and we're gonna do things. The river took me to Vid Summit. Thank you, Darrell Eves, for inviting me to speak at Vid Summit. And that didn't go the way I expected it at all, as usual. But it turned out to be an amazing blessing. And I met someone that God wanted me to meet. And as I said, I met people last year that turned out were pieces of my soul. And I met someone who is changing everything. And it's funny because I had this epiphany this morning that I'm very grateful for meeting this person, and for what over the last few months he's brought into my life as far as learning and new goals and a new way of looking at what I do with Family Video Network. And so grateful for him being in my life and for God bringing him into my life. And he's just like this, it's this blessing to me because it's just, I'm energized again about Family Video Network and about what we can do to help people and what we can do to help creators and family creators. And I had lost that, I had been feeling very defeated. And so he brought that back, and I was, and I was very, very grateful about it. And then something in my head, God said, you're there for him too. You are an answer to his prayers too. And the thing that I have learned that I miss sight of a lot is my value and how much I matter to people. For years, decades, I have given of myself because it's how I feel worthy. Because at the age of 51, I still don't feel worthy. And I feel that my only worth is what I can give to other people and how I can help other people. That just existing, just by existing, I'm not enough. I'm 51 years old. And that is still playing inside me. I have all the compassion and love imaginable for everyone outside of me. And there's none for me. 51 years old. It's crazy, right? But knowing is important. And so I know that this year, my loving kindness and compassion meditations need to be focused inward as much as they are focused outward. And that I am the answer to somebody's prayers is nice. But just being me is enough. It's all very confusing sometimes. It's like I want to give and I want to do and I want to help and I want to be the answer to someone else's prayers, but I don't want to do it because I think that's the only way that I matter. I don't know. We're going to have to keep working on that. About how I learned to really love myself. So I'm not going to say that 2019 is going to be the year that I learn to love myself, because I have a feeling that that's the journey of life. And but I hope to get glimpses of it this year. When I think of myself as a child, I can feel it. I just need to also feel it when I see myself as an adult. Right? So anyway, so that's my Happy New Year. So I may or may not keep making these videos. I don't know. I promise nothing. It's not that I don't have goals. I do have goals, and I do have things, because it's me. And I have journals, and I have planners, and I have everything else. But I'm going with the flow. And today the flow said, turn on your camera and go live. So here I am. And I did it for me. And if, on the off chance that helped anyone else out there, that's the cherry on top. But I did it because I needed to talk out loud about this to myself. And I think I'm doing a good job. Yeah. By the way, my eye makeup is looking really good today. It's a little dark for just hanging around the house, but what are you gonna do? I would like to film today. Oh, interesting side note. On top of, not working with my child anymore being a huge depression thing, and then me trying to reboot my channel and it being an epic fail, also a depressor. I realized that I just really don't like the studio. That I don't think I ever have. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and I gotta like spirit up the studio. I gotta make the studio like a place that I like being, because I have this place in the house that's all mine. It's like the one place in the house that's all mine. And how ironic that I don't like being in it. Oh, jeez. You don't need to be Freud to figure that out, do you? Oh my God. Oh God. The one room in the whole house that's all mine, and I don't like being in it. Okay, 2019 has got to be the year we change that. Up here, give me a high five. Give me a high five for stupidity and revelations of stupidity. Anyway. Oh, God. Oh, wow. Well, that was interesting. So, yeah, I need to figure that out. Yeah. I can't actually see anything. Yeah. Yeah, well, it is because, I just read the comment. It is because my child isn't with me there anymore. And it represents a bunch of stuff. But we repainted it. And, like, I was trying to claim it as my own. But I need to do something different about that. I'll figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Yeah. So anyway, that's my story. I hope you guys, if you're watching this, had, a good 2018, that you learned some stuff. And 2019 is gonna be a year. Yeah. I love you out there in YouTube land, but also lady on the camera with the pixie cut and the growing cold cup of tea. You are worthy. And I love you. And someday I'm going to be able to say that and mean it. Yeah. See you later. Well, at that awkward point where you try to turn off the live stream, but it doesn't turn off, so you're just standing there staring at your thumb and it still won't turn off. Yeah, that.